guys, just tuning in here. I've selected 5 apps that I've researched and found to be especially stimulating and that I believe will just be very inductive to the learning environment in general. These are some apps that I could probably use in my own teaching one day and that I would recommend to any other educators. All of them except one I found to be very useful and something that I would recommend to other teachers. So the first 2 apps are Brainscape, and the other one was StudyBlue, and both of these apps are similar. They're both flashcard apps, so you can generate your own flashcards. Students and teachers co-create flashcards, and then they can share these flashcards with the rest of the class or with the public. So Brainscapes actually claims to be the world's smartest flashcards, and based on my knowledge of the topic, they're not wrong. They are very good flashcard generating site. It's a bit more expensive. It's upwards of $130 if you want the full version lifetime membership, and then there's also about $10 a month, or there's quarterly payments or whatnot. But yeah, it's a little more expensive, but I would say well worth it if that's what you're looking for. If you're looking to generate some flashcards. So so I would have to agree. That's definitely the best one. The other one, StudyBlue, wasn't quite as good. Uh, so Brainscapes, it just tracks your progress. It allows the teacher to make adjustments in instruction. It does all this kind of stuff. Whereas StudyBlue, the other flashcard app, isn't quite as great. So basically, for both apps, the cards can be studied anywhere using the mobile app or laptop, which is great. I found this excellent. You can just pull your phone out whenever you want. Just pull your phone out, just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to start studying. Start studying the apps right there and then. You're at the dentist waiting for a doctor's appointment. You're waiting for the bus. You're on the bus, in public, in private, anywhere. School, doesn't matter. Classroom, doesn't matter. You can start studying anywhere you want, which I found that to be really cool. So this app also, so one pro that I found about StudyBlue is that there's an optional free version, which is nice. So if you can't afford the $130 lifetime membership or the $10 per month payments for Brainscape, you can get StudyBlue and opt for that free version. However, the reviews were saying that the free version is frustrating to use and quite glitchy at times. So that's definitely a negative aspect. The other good thing about Brainscapes is it repeats the study cards or the decks based on how well you know the knowledge. So it tracks how well you know it, and then it repeats each deck based on that knowledge. So if you don't know one as much, it's going to repeat it more often than one that you've mastered. Yeah. So the next app that I looked up was called ShowMe, all one word, ShowMe. It's an interactive whiteboard app that allows teachers and students to co-create lessons and interactively create whiteboards and everything. So basically, it's the flipped principle, the flipped classroom principle, which is basically that students go home, they learn the material, come back to school, they're already pretty much experts on that knowledge, and they can just have discussions with their peers, they can go into critical thought about it, they can have open-ended questions, critical thinking questions, so that's pretty cool. The whole flipped classroom idea is pretty sweet. They can also share with the public these lessons if they choose, so there's tons of lessons. The best lessons are all put on the dashboard there for you, so you can just scroll through all the best lessons on the website or on the app, which is incredible. It opens more class time is the idea for some teacher interaction, some one-on-one support, some student-student interaction, all that kind of stuff. The only thing that I could see being an issue with the ShowMe app is that some concepts are just too complex to be taught in a direct instruction lecture type format like that online. I find person-to-person is the best way to learn stuff, face-to-face. You can ask questions. I've had online classes before. I wouldn't want to go fully online using ShowMe. I wouldn't want to do that. It's more of a develop the basic understanding, become an expert on the fundamentals, and then you get to go from there and bring it to the classroom and really talk and talk. So you don't want to replace actual instruction with the ShowMe app. So the fourth app that I researched is interesting because it actually pertains to mathematics, which is my second teachable subject. Hey, sorry.
Can I just get a book?
Yeah, go ahead. which is my second teachable subject. So that class, that app is very good because you can actually take a picture of any equation you have, and the app will actually solve it for you. So it's like a calculator, but using your camera phone on your smartphone, and it actually solves the equation for you, which is terrific. If your writing's not as good, you can also type it in to the software using your keyboard, which is a plus because I could see it being an issue for some students whose writing it doesn't recognize. Other than that, I couldn't really see any problems with the app. It would be a terrific app. It would be awesome to use in any math classroom, any concept, any unit, any grade level. Doesn't matter. That's a sweet app. Free to anyone too. So just let me throw that out there. Free to anyone. Another caution I have though: don't let that get in the way of the actual instruction, actual problem solving, working your way through a problem. Don't let it get in the way of coming up and conjecturing a solution for a problem. Use it as more of a test your answer type thing. Check your answer. Don't let it get in the way of some mental problem solving thought. The final app pertains to my first teachable subject, which is physical education. It's called NFL Play 60. American Heart Association made it up. They colluded with the NFL to make this app. It's crazy good. It's awesome. Out there getting kids moving, really. 60 minutes a day, that's recommended. Kids should be getting more than that. This app's out there trying to reach that standard and make it more. There's a huge epidemic in North America right now, childhood obesity. Everyone knows about it. Like, this app helps solve that. We need more apps like this. So it's awesome. So basically what it does is it tries to make kids less sedentary, make them more active by giving them challenges. They try to collect coins by actually running, jumping over stuff, doing all this crazy stuff. It's like Super Mario, but like interactive. You're actually out there doing it. You're physical. You're not just typing on a keyboard playing. You're out there jumping around and running yourself. You're Mario. So basically, kids are also provided on health tips. Parents can use this app, get health tips such as nutrition, like, oh, like you should be having this much sugar per day, whatever, that kind of stuff. So just a cherry on top, that sort of thing. The only concern I have is that children might get a little bored or might get tired of always running around and doing this these repetitive uh, games that NFL Play 60 has to offer. However, the app does try to adjust it and extend the challenges, adjust your goals so you always have different goals you're trying to reach, extend course difficulty as the child progresses. So that's really cool. Yeah, a lot of progress there. So yeah, guys, that's my top 5 apps. Hope I didn't bore you with this 8-minute video, but yeah, that's it for you. Check out my poplet that I made too if you want to see, or in the description above. There you go.